there was articles when we had like the Spotify deal announced. And so we were talking about like, I had an interview that was like, yeah, it's really cool, exclusive to Spotify, still have, the videos are exclusive to Spotify, but the audio is still going out other places. And it was talking about like that and interview, yada, yada, yada. And then came a question that was like very end of the article, and the interview was just like, so, there's rumors, that you might be in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I was just like, no, there was like scheduling conflicts. I forget my exact wording of it. And then everyone was totally derailed from the main subject of the interview. And the only thing people talked about in the Variety article was that last question of like, well, he didn't say no. Well, he didn't say yes. And I was like, no, there's a scheduling conflict, and a lot of people want to know about.
Well, thanks for bringing it up again. No one's going to give a shit about this episode. They'll be like, he mentioned FNAF. He mentioned FNAF. You think he's going to be in FNAF?
Bob, what would you say to Variety if they came and asked you a question?
Well, I'm not in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That's an obvious one.
Bob's market FNAF.
That's like a nightmare. I could see Wade or I having. It's like, we get the call. Someone emails us and is like, Mark's busy. He usually handles this. People like talking to Mark, and he's nice, so we send him. He's busy. So you have to do the interview with whatever magazine. You're doing an interview with GQ magazine. And I show up, and they do the makeup, and I'm sitting in a chair. And then a very official looking interviewer sits down across from me. And they're like, okay, sound speeds, rolling. Okay, looks good. Let's go, guys. Start up. And the interviewer's just like, so tell us about Mark. What's Mark like in person?
Do we have that happen?
What is Mark coming to this too, or is it just you? It's like a professional interview, but it's the same as all those very joyous experiences that Wade and I have, where everyone's like, and what about Mark?
Have you had a fan interaction like in person, or like where you've met someone, don't have to be a fan, just like that one confuses the two of us? They're like, Wade, tell us about, like, and all they ask about are like Mark things, or like things Mark has done or might do, and it's like, you don't even know which one of the three I am, and you haven't even said like, do you want a picture with me? Yeah, I can Photoshop Mark. It's like, oh, okay.
My favorite is I had one once where someone came up. I was at a convention, so it was like a line of people. So someone got their turn and came up and was like, oh my God, I'm so excited to meet you. And I think it was me and you, Wade. I think it was the one in Louisville where it was just us and Mark was not there. And they got there and they were like, oh my God, I'm so excited to see you. Wade, how are you? Wade, how's it going? And how's Mandy? And I was like, whoa, that's correct and wrong in so many ways.
Well, you want me to go ask her?
I don't understand. But also, Molly was at that one and was there with us. So they thought I was Wade. They thought Wade was married to Mandy. They thought you were with Molly. I don't know, man. And people get excited, so like, I don't really judge that hard, because people get very excited. They don't know. And from the comments on the new video format, lots of people were like, whoa, that's not who I thought those were. Wade's voice fits Bob, and Bob's voice fits Wade. And I was like,
well, truth is, that is our real voices. We just do this ventriloquist act when we're recording. So it's actually Bob talking and just me moving my lips.
man, I haven't thought about that in a long time. That was like 6 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
What, Louisville?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Good old days.
I can't remember the last time I actually did a convention.
Oh, yeah, man. Conventions are basically a thing of the past now. But now we have a billboard, and it's all three of us, and it's not Mark and friends. It doesn't even really say our names.
It says Distractible, right?
Yeah, and that's what matters. That's
all right. Hey, we're all on there.
But you know, there might be an Easter egg. If you guys find pictures or you go see the billboards, there could be a FNAF clue.
Mark,
if you look
Mark
hard
in
enough.
his costume for the movie might be somewhere on the billboard.
Just look really, climb up there and check it out.
Don't climb up there. Don't drive into the pole either.
The subreddit the next day had a picture of like a zombie apocalypse of people hanging off the side. Like, I gotta know.
Just a pile of bodies of people that tried to get there.
Yeah, man. It's just like, man, I was listening to Distractible. I was climbing the billboard and I laughed so hard I fell off. Oh, man.